All right, welcome all. Happy Sunday. We'll get straight into it. I'll talk about a little bit the tau short I took yesterday, pretty much right before I went to bed, and I did get stopped out for a 0.5% loss here. Reasoning was beautiful return to zone, creating all these higher lows, which just look absolutely primed to get taken out. So you do expect a flush back down, and then also it was kind of like a PO3 schematic as well. So you got your main range here as is, and then you've got your sort of manipulation phase right here. And theoretically speaking, this should have been the expansion phase where we come back down like that. Break here, and then slowly maybe range a little bit, and then eventually come back down. So that was sort of the thought process here. Just based on what I'm seeing here, it can still happen, but just not off a confirmed local model here, which is what we were going for. We were going for entry on a local confirmed model up here, which, like the model was there, it presented itself, but the market just went the other way. So, you got your tap 1, got your tap 2, got your tap 3. We broke here on the 1 minute. Broke here on the 1 minute. Broke fairly clean for a 1 minute break, but then we began ranging. So the second we start ranging here above our area which we broke structure, that's when you can sort of expect a potential pump back up, or reversal back up, which is pretty much exactly what happened. So tap 1, Wyckoff low, tap 2, tap 3, valid tap 3, we respect extreme supply really nicely. We break structure, but then the second we break structure, we just start ranging for ages. And the second you start ranging for ages is especially around this area that we broke structure. That's when you can get a little bit skeptical. It becomes a bit sketchy, as much as the entry was valid. And obviously it could have exited, but once I'm in, I'm in. I'll stick to the plan. And got stopped out for 0.5%, so it is what it is there. We also respected this supply in the meantime, and then just ran right through it. But we've continued to create this return to zone, which is very interesting to see. You know what I mean? This is a very clean return to zone, very clean. But yeah, it is what it is. Is there? Let me just eliminate some of this glare for a minute. Okay, a bit better. So that was the tau short we took yesterday, which didn't go to plan. Let's have a look what Bitcoin's doing. This will probably be a fairly short Sunday market check, just because there's not much that would have changed from yesterday. We have an established tap 2 here, and let's see what POIs we have in here. I think that would be extreme liquidity. Yep. Extreme liquidity is here. So yeah, we have a local model here, which we can take a short on. We SFP that, but no longer interested. Okay, so our attention on Bitcoin is now on this local model right here. That's it. Which we might get a tap 3 at some point today, so I will keep an eye on that. ETH, let's have a look. Same for ETH. So let's see what POI we have in here. This is our extreme liquidity POI. Very valid. That is fine. Same thing, we've got, we've set what we need to set, alerts are set, and now just be patient. Awesome. USDT dominance. This distribution model, what was it, this distribution model, looks like it is failing. We might get a little local accumulation model here, which can actually align well with these local Bitcoin and ETH distributions. So this could actually be really, really nice. Let's see what POIs we have. Extreme liquidity. So yeah, if we can get a extreme liquidity sweep here on USDT dominance, and then the extreme liquidity sweep on ETH and Bitcoin around the same time, if all three, or if this breaks structure, then, and if Bitcoin and or ETH break structure, then you can very, very confidently take the Bitcoin and ETH shorts, like very, very confident. So yeah, you can use this as Confluence, highly recommend. But yeah, alerts are set for there. Lovely. What is Pepe saying? Pepe still doing Pepe. Still be patient. Still wait for a climb up into this, extreme supply POI. Be patient there. Tau, we've obviously spoken about it. XMR is still possible for a distribution. Just want to wait and see if we are to, I will also use this as a second extreme liquidity level, just in case that gets front ran. If we get a sweep here and then a break of structure, I will still use it. Reason being is because I don't see, like, if price comes up and sweeps this extreme liquidity, I'm kind of expecting it to just create that third tap from a Model 1 perspective. Like, I don't see it like sweeping this and then not deviating this tap too. Like, I don't expect it to do this. I expect it to do this, sweep it, and then essentially just deviate that tap two and make that third tap from a Model 1 perspective. Yeah, that is the XMR pre-planning. From a local model perspective, keeping in mind at the same time that we are in a confirmed Model 1. Litecoin, staying patient. It looks like this model is failing as well. Not much to do there. Farcoin, we've mitigated this supply. Fair enough. We've mitigated the supply, but it's just not a valid model. So I wouldn't really look to short anything in here. Like if you manage to short here on whatever break of structure happened here, well done. But if you're looking for a re-entry opportunity because you've missed this, now is not the time. So just be patient and wait for a better local model to form. I think if anything that was something. Yeah, you know what, you could have probably entered here. Fair play. Yeah. But how good was the break though, you know what I mean? Maybe knowing the higher time frame context, you could have entered here on a 30-second if it's presentable. Yeah, you could enter here on a 30-second. That is your only sort of, you know, entry opportunity. You would enter here on a 30-second. Your risk to reward would be pretty bad initially, but you know, given higher time frame context, you can de-risk the second we, you know, hit range low, and then you can just extend to the higher time frame range low for a fairly decent, you know, 7.68 RR, which yeah, very, very doable here. Sorry, not even. Where was it? Yeah, it'd be like a 26. So really, really good opportunity here on Farcoin. What else? Render. Ran through. These POIs. Yeah, not interested in anything there at the moment. Quant, not interested. Pump Fun, not interested. Was there overlapping structure? Not necessarily. So yeah, in terms of Pump Fun, I am not really looking at anything in particular. Let's move on. XLM. This distribution model seems to be failing as well. Next. Okay, not much is happening here. Hype. Hype is in a confirmed model 2, so you can look for any form of re-entry opportunities in here. That supply did get mitigated. We do have a decent 45-minute OBIF here. My apologies, terrible drawing there. A valid block here. We'll set our alerts there. Aave, XRP. SUI, maybe like adjust model, borderline of model 1 there with your tap 1, tap 2 and a tap 3, and you're very close to hitting that range low. Doge. Nothing at the moment. With nothing at the moment. Yeah. Sol. Yeah, we're looking, this model looks to fail as well. At least pretty soon. Unless we start reversing now, which I don't think we will. We're already pretty deep into range discount as well, so keep that in mind. Yeah, it's not a nice looking model. Not at all. Asta, probably worst looking pair. You know what? For now, at least for now, we might have something here in terms of a distribution perspective. We're obviously within our DL tool there. The only thing I don't like is technically speaking, it has been mitigated on the unless there's overlapping structure there, which there can be. Alright, technically speaking, this isn't demand because it has been mitigated on the lower time frame. It's still not a clean model, like, regardless. Ideally, I would like to see a clean POI form here that we can grab for a third tap and then come back down, take out some of these imbalances, arrange a little bit, and then slowly make our way back up. Grab whatever key POI was left in here, and then flush down. That is the optimal scenario here, but I just don't like the way this range has formed thus far. But you never know, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Yeah, valid supply POI there, structural supply, that's fine. Very valid. Sweet. Link, not much. Virtual, not much. Ran through all of this. Very similar to what Tau did. With Ton, I'm not going to use this as the range pull because it's just way too market structure like. And you can also see we've spent quite a bit of time, you know, up here. I'm gonna look for a potential range formation right here. I'll set my alerts just in case we deviate this or we keep going lower, so then this range instantly becomes invalid. It's still not a valid range yet, but and then I will set an alert here and an alert here. This has obviously been mitigated. And then we have 5 minute supply, a 5 minute supply OBIF just there. All right, and that's pre-planning on TON. Bitcoin Cash, nothing from memory, no. Trump, nothing. Brett, nothing. All right, so on, like, essentially our main attention is on the 3 big ones. This potential Bitcoin distribution forming. Look out for something like this. Come up here, sweep this, and then flush down. ETH, pretty much the same thing essentially. Slowly, key. You want this to be a slow pull back up, creating all these lows below us. Sweep this extreme liquidity, break, come back down in confluence with USDT dominance doing the same thing but in reverse. So we want it to slowly pull back, grab this extreme liquidity, break structure, and move up. So yeah, this is our these are the 3 main pairs that we should be watching right now. So yeah, I'll monitor this throughout the day, set my alerts, see what happens. Quick short one today, straight to the point. Thank you all for listening, viewing, subscribe if you've made it this far. Plenty of alpha and knowledge in these as always. So yeah, thank you all. I'll catch you all on probably tomorrow's video. Peace.